I've had a bit of a sore throat the last few days, but as I'm back on here, I decided to make another video, a Clown World video for my personal thoughts playlist. And mostly for my American viewers, they might not have seen some of the video that I'm going to show towards the end here. The video's mostly on addressing the woke agenda and how that's been going for our government here, our corrupt government, that I have never paid. Well, I did once vote. I was once taken in. I did vote for Tony Blair, a mistake that I will never ever make again. Nor will our lass. She's a bit more liberal than me. She's a female. But I have never needed a big brother, an overlord. Even when I was at school, I hated authority. Yeah, they used to sit me at the back of the classroom and I could just draw to myself. As long as I was quiet, I could do what I wanted. I skived whenever I wanted. And I suppose that's a testament that goes towards me being able to think for myself. And seeing as we're on the issue to do with Palestine and Israel, now this could all be to do with the sacrifice of the perfect red heifer, the end times. Now, they are meant to burn a perfect 3-year-old red heifer with no blemish and perfect red hairs in front of the temple outside the gates, and then so the priest can mix it with the ashes with the living waters. Now, I had a thought, because we're all told that the living waters is from the Gihon spring. Yeah, now to me, living waters could just be blood, living waters like a blood sacrifice. It's just a thought I had. Anyway, let's take a look at the European Union's push for a multicultural society is going ahead.
People, what you stand for. You are being used. You are being used.
10:30 this morning, and a group of people are trying to get through a police cordon close to Whitehall. Why when it's us, they ask the police. That might be a reference to comments earlier this week from the Home Secretary. She said right-wing protesters were rightly met with a stern response from the police, while what she described as pro-Palestinian mobs were largely ignored. After a few minutes, the group break through the police cordon and spill out onto Whitehall. Men, some in balaclavas, form a line in the middle of the road as the armistice service is about to begin. They start chanting as veterans gather to pay their respects. Afterwards, he got into a taxi and drove away. Some of those he was with later clashed with riot police in Chinatown. Ironically, it was the pro-Palestinian protesters who the police had banned from Whitehall to try to avoid disruption. Hundreds of thousands of people took part in the march calling for a ceasefire in Gaza, It was held well away from Whitehall and deliberately timed to start after the armistice service. One of the organisers blamed rhetoric from the Home Secretary for encouraging the far right to try to disrupt proceedings. One of those taking part had been at the armistice service earlier on.
This morning was about the war dead, commemorating everyone that's created the conditions for us to have the democracy that we have.